On? Are we on, Jeff?
We're in the process of being. I hit
Am I on, Jeff?
I hit the button.
Am I on?
We're never not on, Dave.
Don't tell people that we're going to the strip clubs. I don't want to strip clubs.
No, we'll just front like, oh, the car broke down.
Oh,
we gotta. Oh,
there's
my
a
battery
phone inside.
died.
Look at all those lights over there.
There's a phone inside this establishment. We just go.
But we're all holding telephones.
There's a lady in here that will hold your telephone with her vagina.
So on the Justin TV app, oh, did you see the forum post on Giant Bomb about vaginas?
I'd like to.
There was a very good one, which was basically saying there's a vagina page, right, on Giant Bomb. That's what they were saying. Is needed? Because there was already like a video game objects that look like genitalia page.
Right.
So they were saying like, hey, is this vagina page like redundant?
Yeah.
And then so people were like, yeah, kind of, but it's a different thing. It's not just genitalia, it's specifically vagina.
I just love the analytical nature of
No,
the
it was
conversation.
it was a serious discussion. But the funnier part was then somebody was showing how stupid it was to have an analytical discussion about this because they started putting in aliases. Apparently, the alias of dumpster, vagina will pop up. So
That's
accurate.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's Giant Bomb.
Yeah. It's fucking.
So what you're saying is we should revoke all alias access to non-mods. Where are we at with? Yeah, it's more than staff.
It may be the 5,000.
Okay.
All those rules were made so long ago.
Yeah. I know it was originally just staff, but we couldn't keep up with it.
So Ethan brought up the big point. We're moving all IP banning towards the single account, the top level account. So now people we have to worry about intra-site hate. You know?
Oh yeah, right.
So you'll lose it. You'll actually lose your. Yeah, you'll get if you get banned on one site, you get banned on all.
Neat.
So don't be a dick on screen. Test it or come on, fine.
What
Political base.
If you're a dick on Boompa, we will find you.
Because you're the one guy using Boompa.
If you act up on Guzzlefish, we'll fucking break down your door.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm always destined to have websites that either don't exist or exist without me.
Kind of both.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
I'd like to have one that I started and I'm still around on, I guess.
You just, you're moving on.
Yeah.
It's like
you're too much of a fast mover to be
saddled with any one website.
Restrained by single properties.
Giant Bomb.
That's right.
GiantJabomb.com. Too much.
GiantDumpster.com.
Yes, GiantDumpster.com. Super Method Man is driving the airport.
No, this is a car.
I am driving the airport. I am driving the airport. I'm there.
Remember that giant?
We drive to ship. We drive to ship the other day.
Remember that giant robot from Transformers? Cityplex? What was it called?
Metroplex.
Metroplex.
He's a Metroplexual.
Yes, I am driving Metroplex right now.
He's way into matte finish moisturizer.
Well, glossy is just gauche.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of into matte finish moisturizer. Because that knocks down the shine when you're on camera. That is an actual thing. Yeah. When we were wearing makeup all the time, I had a supply of that I was using. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Remember that?
Back when you were at a place that had makeup.
When I was wearing all the hooker boots.
Yeah, fucking Destroyer. Remember?
Yeah. And we took the makeup off for a while. Now we're in our not makeup phase. I'd say it's actually going pretty well.
You'd think it wouldn't be as popular.
Makeup day.
The day that comes, when it's finally like, dude, we should probably start wearing makeup.
You should tell people it's just when they sign up. You know, when we launch all our new stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a...
That's the thing.
Premium.
A guarantee.
Makeup.
We will start wearing makeup on camera.
Well, HD changed a lot of that stuff because you can see all the makeup.
Yeah, that was kind of the weird thing. It was like we had to wear makeup, and then suddenly wearing makeup, you just saw the makeup.
Yeah.
We need new makeup or no makeup. There's like a brief phase of no makeup, followed by HD friendly makeup or something that's like a finer powder.
No, we were just using the same stuff. Yeah, we never changed.
I guess the HD makeup was too expensive, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I was never in any of the makeup conversations. I was just the applicant.
I really hope there's HD makeup.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There is, because regular makeup just looks like makeup on camera when you're in HD. In SD, it covers blemishes, it's an evenness of color and all that kind of shit. But
makes you guys look pretty.
Yeah.
Prettier. Please.
How did makeup deal with the, quasi beards? Which we all have.
You just wherever there's bare skin, that's all you have to worry about for makeup.
Cutting it off was always hard when I wouldn't shave because all the makeup wipes would flake apart, would be cut apart on my razor sharp stubble.
I would not always, but more times than not, I would just forget to take off the makeup.
Yeah.
So that I would be in a bar later that night and talking to someone, and it would always be one of those through a conversation with someone, they'd be like, "Are you wearing fucking makeup?" Oh shit, yeah, I am.
Is that how you would hit on girls? Like, oh shit, well, I was on camera. What are you doing?
Did Ted just show up in your car?
I don't know if you know that, but Ted talk like that to each other all day.
I'm sure you do.
With your fucking fake rap talk.
Fake rap talk. Gotta turn.
No Ted.
Edward. Oh, Theodore.
When you said that stuff tomorrow, did you mean it?
Yeah, for us.
Okay, all right.
At least, I never know. So, for people at home that don't know, we have a Czechoslovakian, Czech. Czechoslovakia does not exist anymore.
That's right.
We have a Czech developer that he came over probably about 2 months ago. His name's Hansa Kroll. He's awesome.
He's awesome.
He is. He's awesome.
He got us into this car tonight.
He did. He had skinny, and he got us in this car. And so he's been working on all of our single sign-on stuff along with me, which means he's probably hated his life more than I've hated my life, because he's hated my life because it's just me telling him what I am already rebuilding, which means that he needs to cascade follow-up rebuild upon it. So he is.
Yeah.
But
Just has to shadow your development.
yes, it's horrible. It's a horrible thing. You sit there and this is, I think, the only product we've ever built where I've made people I need to watch them. I kind of need to use it. Because I'm absolutely horrendously worried.
Did there just be too many pages, too confusing, or?
Absolutely, number one, the hardest project I've ever worked on.
Wow.
By far. Building TV.com from scratch, doing Com from scratch, doing Kong. Anything I'm more worried about, single sign-on. Because people sit there and then if they don't understand it, they can fuck it up, and then they literally can't fix it themselves. They have to contact us, which is bad. And even worse, we're putting, hey, put your credit card or something on.
Right.
After. So, make sure that it's right takes time.
Well, the pages look very pretty, and I like and I love the name for the thing.
The thing?
Yeah.
Well, why are you hiding it? We've got a week left.
I just don't want to. I want you to be who dictates that. I don't want to make those decisions about when that information gets out.
You know why?
Why?
Because you like to. Because then you can throw blame at that point.
No. Really blessed with some genius ass designers,
or at least funny designers.
I think he's. I don't know. I think
I
he's
think he
great.
is. But I'm saying we also have lots of
Have you looked at the MK TNT promos that have been getting?
I saw the first one. The first one was enough for me to understand. That
Are they all photoshopped heads with
Yes.
spines on? That's what I would do.
Kind of.
Okay.
I wanted new fatalities to come out.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I wanted like
There's a fine line between good bad Photoshop and bad Photoshop, and I feel like our community is really coming to grips with that.
Sure.
So it's a lot of like, well, that clearly doesn't belong in that body, but it's close enough that it's funny.
I put Alex in a barrel today.
I don't even know what that means.
If you go to screen.com, in a barrel.
Is that somehow rock related?
And that's really hard. Like, I don't like being, like, I'm a fairly in person in general, so there's nothing I hate more than, like, sitting behind a camera and telling somebody what to do. Like, no, I need your hands closer, because I'm out of the barrel. I need you to be in closer. See, that's the advantage that I have, is I can always make you guys do stupid fucking poses. Where the user base just has to deal with the stupid fucking poses I've already made you make.
Right.
So last week's TNT banner for Quake, right?
Yeah.
It was me looking menacing with a army of, I don't know, Quake zombies behind me, right?
Wars or whatever, I forget what they're called. Yeah.
And it was me with a menacing look on my face, and then my hands were up in a clenching motion in front of me, and I was looking. I did not have my hands up in that photograph. So someone clearly photoshopped these hands on. These are not my hands.
So that was a tag moment.
Someone pulled my hands from another thing and photoshopped that in.
Wow.
Although how I knew that they weren't mine is that they weren't big enough.
Super Method Man 08 says, I'm driving to the airport.
Yep.
But that's the fun part about Photoshop, is most of the time you sit there. The really fun part about Photoshop is when you have to do, like, really weird things. Just end up in, like, the inner depths of Google Images.
Right.
Where you're like, I'm literally putting in, like, headless neck.
Like, what phrase can I put into Google image search to get what I need?
Yeah, I need, like, this, arm stump. What can I get?
And then you're like, oh, well, that's like a way overused arm stump. I can't have that one.
Yeah,
everyone's going to know that's just that arm stump.
That is the door opening noise of arm stumps.
Every time I go through basically this thing, every time I make one of those images, where I sit there and literally get an area in my head where it's like I'm at some other job and trying to describe the good work that I've done.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to show like how hard, like hours to make this image. Like, look how good this image looks, and then they'd probably just be looking at how sick and disgusting the image is. You know, I don't know if he's the guy we should hire.
Right.
Ooh, wow, yeah, that's what he did, huh?
Well, that's why you'll be lucky that you'll hire a billionaire from this job and never have to go through that again.
Yeah. The billions.
Yeah. We're probably going to lose signal going through here. We almost always do.
Yeah, Sausalito's no joke.
Earlier, Dog asked if he could just give you his credit card number right here in the chat.
That's a bad idea.
I'll take it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Go ahead.
Did you guys see, so we put out that invite, right? Or at least I put out that invite on my
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then my Twitter shortener destroyed your message.
That's pretty awesome.
I apologize on the air for that. I did not know that it was going to shorten the whole message, shortening the URL.
I'm excited we're going to get MB in.
Oh, great.
Oh, excellent.
Like, he actually said he was going to come, and I was like, oh, that's good, because, like, I don't think I've seen him since we launched.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Pre-mod days.
I hope he comes on his motorcycle.
Yeah. These fine folks could say it's whiskeymedia.com/blockparty, right?
That's
Yep.
it.
That's it.
So if you're in the the gay area,
21, you got to be 21.
21 and up.
Because we want
We're
to be
drinking.
Yeah, we do want to be able to drink with you and not feel like weird about legal shit.
Yeah, and we don't have to have, like...
If you're there, we will drink with you. Or at least I will. I will be like, if I'm not coming out of a coma at that point.
Yeah.
Or blowing up.
We'll need to figure out some sort of... I don't know how we're going to get to and from the office that day. We'll probably have to drive in hell of early.
Oh, no, dude, we are totally at a hotel.
But yeah, I have a feeling that night will end in a hotel.
By hotel, I probably means my sister's place.
The hotel.
Yeah.
What?
All right,
I don't need that.
Dave.
Fine, I'll take the couch again. I'm fine.
Dave in that bed are way more comfortable.
Well, she's invited, so she'll be drunk.
It's gonna be a nice.
When is she going to show up? About 11 a.m.?
Well, the party's at 5.
Yeah.
She'll be there then.
As far as I'm concerned, the party starts at 10 a.m.
It'll be the usual shit. She'll probably show up because now it's like a real party.
Yeah.
So like she'll actually show up with like some of her coworkers.
All right.
And then be like, they will be so out of a loop.
Yeah.
Because it's a
like,
fucking freak show.
It's like, what are you...
What is going on? Who are these people?
A bunch of like business girls.
Your brother's friends are weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all her coworkers anyways.
Oh, she loves everybody. She'll love everybody. She loves everybody.
Hey, look, it's the other ferry.
I was supposed to take that ferry.
You were going to be on that boat, or
The other one.
the other one. Boats for Sausalito? Or there's only one?
Yeah. It sucks. Our boat's not as cool. We don't get as many.
I can imagine we move a lot more people through Larkspur than
Yeah.
Sausalito. That was part of my angry, crazy letter to to the Golden Gate Authority
You
about.
wrote a letter to them?
So they're having like a public forum or whatever because they're gonna change some scheduling stuff and change some rate stuff. So like we're gonna come and voice your whatever, or you can fill out this form, or you can send us an email. So on Saturday morning, I sat down and just wrote the most hot, crazy email that I possibly could.
What was it about?
Mostly about the ferry, but also not about the ferry.
Yeah, well, what about the ferry? Because I love the ferry outside of the times.
Well, so they're talking like basically like some ferries don't get used very much. So they're talking about dropping some scheduled run times and adding more at other times. And they're also talking about lowering the rates by a certain for Clipper card users for the real commuters, which I was staunchly in favor of. But I also basically said that they should stop any and all service to Sausalito.
Really?
Because it's just bullshit tourists that use that, and most of them are anyways, so that even if they knew who to complain to, they wouldn't be able to speak the language.
So, me. You're just dropping me.
Collateral damage, man.
It was a wide hose.
Hey, I'm all for it. If it doesn't make money for them, don't do it.
Just one.
And I can't see how the Sausalito ferry makes money during the week.
Yeah, no, I can see how on the weekends that thing's banging, but...
I'm on there, when I take the nighttime ones, like if I would have taken this one,
yeah,
there probably would have been 30 people on it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
so
that's
$150.
I mean, I guess that's not too far off from, like, the last ferry to Larkspur from San Francisco.
Yeah, the one we were on last night was
the
pretty...
whole thing
That's
is
a pretty
off.
lean thing. Yeah, the whole ferry thing.
So
is probably
they should
not
just drop it in general.
a
You just
money
want
maker.
bullet trains.
Yeah, God, some light rail. Jesus Christ. But that'll never happen.
The lightest rail.
That will never happen. I believe I also, in this letter, suggested I was from a made-up town in the UK, and as such,
And you were giving shit about Europeans?
Yeah, it
Like
wasn't...
you were making fun of, like, the French.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
But I also was saying that I was from, I don't know, Brixby upon Avon or somewhere
yeah, this guy's get up.
in the UK. And,
Oh, I get it.
what happened?
He had a weird get up. It wasn't quite hipster or sportsman.
Anyways,
Half.
I suggested that my
Denim
letter...
and leisure.
I suggested that my... Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go for it.
guy doesn't give a fuck.
Suggested that
Run
my
that red
letter
light.
need be read in a region-appropriate accent.
I would show up, if I showed up to a public forum, I think I'd wear a wig.
Sure.
I was watching a council meeting on television once.
Great. Isn't it great? When
I can't watch them anymore because they're not on DirecTV. But someone showed up. They were debating like whether all the potholes should be fixed. Nah, why fucking bother?
Why fix the horrible roads?
and also traffic. And a guy showed his steering wheel. And the steering wheel was bent. And he said, "This is what I did to my steering wheel because traffic is so bad on East Washington." Losing it. And I'm fucking losing it watching TV, but in an entirely different way. And he went on for basically, I think they let him go for like 15 minutes. Just about like, I tried to drive here and it was bullshit. It was great.
I understand.
It was a great moment in local politics.
I now understand how people can get there. I get it. All right, Dave.
Goodbye, people. Thank you for going out of your way.
My pleasure as always.
See you, Dave.
See you, bro.
Thank God for skinny wrist Hansa Crawl.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
I will see you Thursday.
Ever so brief.
We should probably record, if we can, the podcast we were talking about on Thursday. With Dave, talking about membership stuff.
Yes.
Thursday seems like it'll be the only day that things will be uncrazy enough to do it. And even then, yeah, if we can fit it in between me getting in TNT.
Yep. Oh, that reminds me. I need to try and get... Brad had asked if he could get the PS3 stick you have.
Yeah.
Which he was not sweating until I told him that Hector might.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hector's gonna try to bring a PS3 to Seattle with him because he's gonna already be there.
Oh wow. Yeah.
He's like, fuck, I want to play, but fuck, I'm in Texas right now for this fucking GameStop manager.
Right, yeah.
And then I'm in Seattle and endlessly fascinated by the GameStop managers thing. I always have been.
I'm more fascinated by Destination PlayStation, which is Sony's big, like, multi...
Yeah.
Because news actually comes out of that.
I'm more just interested in, like, what's the culture, what's the actual, like, nature of, it's just GameStop managers. It's zero press.
Yeah.
So,
Except, like, Keeley is hosting it.
Yeah, that's not press.
Well, yeah. Out there in a press, yeah.
It's like, he's a host.
Yeah.
He's fucking... Yeah. But, yeah, it's like you catch occasional glimpses of, like, here's my camera phone shot of this thing.
Right.
Fuck. It's crazy. And that's all you see, and it's like, I want to know more. It's also just crazy because it's not a multi-retailer thing, because GameStop is...
Right.
They can just be like, no, we're having a thing. Come to our thing.
We are going to educate our managers about how to sell games, and you are going to tell them about the games they should be selling. It's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds almost cultish. Like, we are going to meet in Texas.
It just smacks of, like, business seminar to me. But I know it's games, so I know it's not just...
Right.
I've been to, like, proper ass business seminars where it's not a fun subject matter.
Right.
Where it's like fucking IT or whatever. Oh, routers.
Do you know if the friends list is full on the 360?
It's not.
It is not.
Jump in. Neither level. I cleared them out and accepting. Last I checked, there was 30-odd players on the 360, so plenty of room.
I'd imagine that the PS will be jumping a bit more just because
of the nature.
You can still buy MK2.
Yeah. And that's part of the reason that I wanted to... So I'm like, well, I still want to do UMK3.
Yeah.
Even if people can't necessarily buy it. Like, kind of the upside of that is I feel like you're probably going to have better play, because the people that are going to be playing UMK3 are people that already bought UMK3, so they already care a certain amount about that game, regardless of, getting to throw down with us. Plus UMK3 is way too.
Right.
Also, there's that.
Ooh, are we stopping for gas?
We're stopping for gas.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. I might buy a hot dog.
Why not?
Damn it, I forgot to aim Rich today to see if he was going to be at PAX.
I don't know if he is. I don't know if Johnny B's gonna.
Yeah. You were right, by the way, about his gamer tag.
Right? Isn't that fucking so good?
It's really good.
I think on Sunday I was like, fuck. Some baller shit right there, Johnny. Middle pump.
I've heard that about you. Ah, backpack. Dr. Pepper with real sugar.
Hot dog. Oh, probably should touch that hot dog. How you doing?
Good night. Door's locked. This is a rock hard hot dog bun.
Yeah, they usually are.
I bet the hot dog is not warm. This is Dr. Pepper with real sugar.
I know.
I don't know that I've seen
They
it.
kind of brought it back again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have some exciting things in this bag. They brought back also the Pepsi throwback.
I didn't know that it is.
For a little bit, yeah. But it is back in effect.
Okay.
Similarly back in effect is the Mountain Dew throwback.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably, of all of the throwbacks, my favorite, because I think it's the most different.
Yeah.
But I still like Pepsi throwback because I like the Pepsi throwback label. That's not the most exciting thing, Jeff. The most exciting thing is some Nachos Doritos Madden NFL style.
Oh, finally. Football chips.
Football chips, Jeff. Virtual football chips.
Yeah, they look all lasery and...
There's a big giant football
Oh, yeah, it's a
skull.
football helmet. Okay, yeah.
No, football skull.
Sorry, I'm not up on the terminology. I don't really follow
Madden
it.
NFL 11. You can tell
Inspired by. Stadium Nacho inspired by Madden.
every bag wins.
What? Explosive content. Or exclusive or explosive? What does it say? Exclusive. It'd be cooler if it said explosive.
You're right. Let's find out.
Let me try.
Kind of tastes like nacho cheese that are off.
Yeah, I don't like these very much at all.
Well, I've got this giant bag of them.
Great. Let me try one more.
I'll leave them here and I drive.
Okay.
And then you can just kind of get into them whenever you want to.
Yes, they taste off.
I'm not going to go so far as to say bad. But,
Yeah.
Off.
This hot dog is poor at best.
Yes. That gas station's a bad place to buy hot dogs, Jeff.
The hot dog part is middling. It is decent.
But you're right. It's the bun at that place that fucks it up
Yeah.
consistently.
This is a stale ass hot dog bun.
You got, let's be fair, Jeff, you got the last hot dog off that roller.
I did. The last hot dog on earth. It's the screenplay I'm working on.
Will Smith's agent has seen it.
Yeah.
Jeff, I have a question for you. How come McDonald's doesn't sell hot dogs?
I don't know. You'd think that more places would sell hot dogs.
Right?
Are they just hard to maintain?
They can't be. They're the more I think about this, the baffled I am by the fact that hot dogs can't be gotten at any and all fast food.
Like A&W does it, but Foster's Freeze, they'll do hot dogs, don't they?
Yeah.
Not that there are any of those around here anymore, but I think the one in Santa Rosa changed to something else. Up by the Bevmo around there. Santa Rosa Bevmo near the Best Buy.
I know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to think of where there was one. I don't know if there was one around there.
Yeah, there's a Foster's right in there. Like basically, you'd walk out of the Beverages and More and look, and it was like kind of right there, close to the edge of that road, whatever that cross street, Santa Rosa Avenue is. Is that Santa Rosa Avenue? That's Santa Rosa Avenue. Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different Bevmo.
I'm near the Target, the Great Land Target in the Best Buy shopping center.
That's not like a traditional. If that is a Foster's Freeze, that's some sort of new.
Yeah, I mean they had a drive-through and stuff. Like it was a modern fast food restaurant.
Okay, then that's I just think of like the old Foster Freezes that were around, like Frank's Freeze used to be a Foster Freeze, and the Lang's Festival.
I mean, the one in Petaluma is that fish and chips place now.
Exactly.
And Frank's Freeze is closed.
Frank's Freeze is long gone. This is accurate.
I should have put ketchup on this hot dog just to wet the bun a little bit.
Pour some Dr. It's got real sugar in it.
Okay. I don't even like real sugar. I don't mind. The real sugar thing's kind of a scam, I think. I don't really like the Pepsi throwback so much. I don't really benefit from
it. For me, it is an entirely superficial venture, and I don't think that the difference in the Mountain Dew throwback for me is much about the real sugar as much as
it's just a different taste,
straight up different formula. Like Mountain Dew had.
John Dudebro says, pouring Dr. Pepper on a hot dog never ends well. I speak from experience.
Sounds like a real Texan thing. Although I bet Dr. Pepper wouldn't be bad as like a minor sausage ingredient. Want to make your own sausages?
Yeah.
Throw a little bit of little DP in there.
Uh-huh.
You know, just a little bit of sweetness, a little darkness.
All right. I'm out of hot dog, and I'm not going to eat the rest of this bun.
Okay. Don't leave that in my car.
I'm not going to. Pocket. And leave it in my pocket.
Take it to the airport.
And then try and get on an airplane tomorrow with it. So when you hear that the airport's been closed due to cold.
Due to an attempted biological attack.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, Jeff, that there is secondary Madden-inspired Doritos flavor out there.
Yeah? What is that, like football crunch?
I believe it is Stadium Quesadillas. Our good friend Cable from Panic Inc., who is at the forefront, the cutting edge at snack food experiences.
Yeah.
Hunted down both of those before. That's how I was even aware that this existed.
Stadium sells quesadillas.
Maybe it wasn't Stadium Quesadillas. It was something. But Jeff, perhaps a more pressing issue is like what you encapsulate quesadilla taste in a corn chip.
It just tastes like tortillas, cheese.
But isn't that what like the nacho cheese tastes
But
like?
not nacho cheese, like a mixture of cheeses, different cheese. Cheese blend.
But I guess it's just, you know, even worse.
Cops.
Rollers.
Ooh, important traveler's tip here from Rex Prime. Denver hookers ride bareback.
When's the last time you were in Denver?
I had a layover in Denver.
I think that was the last time I was in Denver, was on my way to Europe.
I've never been to Denver proper. I don't know. I've never gotten off a plane and hung out in Denver, though.
I've been in Denver. I've been to the Mile High. I ate at the Rattlesnake Club, which was a super, like, hip 80s eatery in Denver in the 80s. That's what I went there, was in the 80s.
Uh-huh. Denver in the 80s, man.
That was
Forget about it.
It was the first place that I had foot.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that Burt Reynolds was eating there.
Man, awesome.
That's how 80s that experience was. I remember I had to use an elevator to get to the bathroom.
That sounds fancy.
Right?
American Ninja 1 asks favorite American Ninja movie. I'll say American Ninja 3.
I have never seen American Ninja movies.
I think I may have only seen American Ninja 3. And I remember nothing about it.
I know that at least the first American Ninja is available for streaming on Netflix. If you get your Michael Dudikoff picks.
And get Dudikoffed.
Some Dudikoffian acting. Soul Cycler. Soul Cycler.
No one escapes the Soul Cycler Phoenix Rising concert September 11th. Think about it. Don't forget. Movement 5. The Reckoning.
Actually, I believe the full title for that is American Ninja 3 Beethoven.
Yeah. I wish this thing was better about telling you the viewer count.
You think it's not accurate?
Well, it says 0 right now, so...
No.
Yeah?
There's chat happening.
Yeah.
Like Justin TV.
Genghis John 187 asks, it's well established that Ryan is a juggalo, but which is his favorite Joker's card?
The non-island release of the Great Milenko.
All right. There you have it.
Whichever is the one that has the dead game on it.
I believe that is the...
Is that the Island? The Island's the one that got pulled really quick.
Yeah, and then it was Hollywood Records. Then they moved to Island, is that what?
God, I don't even remember.
Hollywood Records was the Disney-owned subsidiary that put it out first.
Yeah.
And then I think they moved to Island.
And then Island was the one that actually had all the good shit on it.
Had, like, extra tracks on it.
Yeah, that did not make the Hollywood cut.
Yeah.
And although I do believe the version of that I own is the Hollywood version, because I picked that up at Amoeba Records.
Yeah.
For like $2. I'm like, oh, this is the weird limited release one that got pulled from store shelves.
Yeah. Is it weird that I own both? Is that weird?
No, because that was, I think, when your ICP was at its peak.
It was, yeah. That was like that was when I think all of the video game spot edit staff, all three of them,
Yes.
all three of us were at our Juggalost. So I was like, yeah, actually I think it was just me and Glenn, really. I think Ryan at that point.
He just kind of tagged along. He's like, yeah, sure.
Joe Fielder didn't want anything to do with anything.
He knew better.
Yeah. He was too busy watching Kiss in the amusement park.
Yeah.
Saying, now this is music.
So even if you can appreciate, you can understand.
Oh, that show was terrible and so good all at the same time.
I mean, my thing was like, at the time, there was a commitment to tag into the gimmick that those cats had during that first stretch. So how many Joker cards were there? I don't even remember.
6. But then they started putting out things that like weren't part of it, and it was like, oh, we're not gonna. I don't know. Yeah.
Wasn't Bizarre not part of that?
No idea.
And there was,
that was well past the point where I stopped caring.
Like the Jekyll Brothers.
That was where I got off.
I think that was.
I was like, okay, forget it. Nope. Don't want anything to do with that stupid shit.
Although, wasn't that the album that had "I Want My Shit"?
Don't know. Barely even listened to any of that stuff because it was all.
No, you remember I Want My Shit.
No.
It was the one after Great Milenko. I know you know it because Ben loved that track.
I don't think that was. I don't know. I don't know. King as John says, Jekyll Brothers had I Want My Shit.
Alright, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that was the last one for me. And that was one of those, like, there's like 2 tracks on this that I can tolerate.
Yeah, they were just really bad. I don't know, but they were bad in a funny way for like about a year and a half. To where it was kind of interesting. Like, wait, no, this is like, I don't know, their intentions, once the more clear their intentions became, the more impossible it was to stay interested in any of it. It was like, oh, you guys are
into ICP longer than a year now.
I don't know. I don't know. It was like
black timelines or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was like 2 or 3 years, but I don't really remember the timing on any of that stuff. I
remember one of the first times I saw you performing with Headboard, you were wearing a Super Bowl shirt. And that was several years before the Great Milenko came out.
Maybe it was. I don't know. It's the only time I ever wore that shirt. Washed it and it shrank way too much.
Great shirt.
Yeah.
Just a big hairy ball sack wearing a fucking cape.
Yeah.
It's Super Balls underneath it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about ICP is that it appeals to a certain crass nature.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things. The culture that's built up around it has just made it fucking creepy and
But
weird.
also, I got that shirt like late 96 because we launched Video Game Spot October 96. They went on that radio station tour Christmas, and that's where they bought that shirt when they went to Detroit and saw them live and all that shit. Like Glenn and Ryan and Brendan.
Was that like at that?
That was Halloween. So yeah, while they were on the road, they went to that and then came back with that shirt, and then I wore that shirt at the next show we played.
Right.
And then that was that. So that couldn't have been any later than January 97. That was like right after we got into them. Because we were burning through albums at such a fucking ridiculous rate trying to launch that fucking site.
Right.
It was just like the fucking everything. Like I remember we went out and bought the fucking Machiavelli fucking EP, and that was too short to fucking listen to for anybody. It was like, just let's do it like 5 times. Like, all right, we need something else. Like we were just like late nights, like drives to Colma to go buy a bunch of CDs to come back and then write more fucking shit for the launch date. For a while, we were sleeping in a hotel room in San Francisco just because it was to drive all the way back home.
Right.
And I remember I almost got into, the first time I was like, what the fuck? Like, we were till 4 in the morning writing stuff and then went home. And then I think we came back around 11:30. And, like, they fucking a shit for showing up late. And I was like, well, we were here till 4, so
fuck off.
Yeah, and they were basically like, well, I don't, then no. It's like, well, okay, what the fuck are you actually fucking asking us to do? This is fucking ridiculous. Write 100 reviews by launch. Some of those are real good.
I remember. Video Game Spot launch reviews.
Yeah. But the bar was so fucking low for game reviews in 96.
Read some paid fucking video game reviews on the internet in 96. But yeah, time before the weird, cultish and kind of like deliberately anti-intellectual thing overtook it all, that ICP crass and absurd and funny.
I think for me, there were just too many rock guitars mixed in when they deliberately at some point said that they do not mix rap with rock and roll in a song. But I was like, you guys are hypocrites.
So it was a moral issue for you with ICP.
I felt like morality had been violated.
But what about that rock remix of Chicken Hunt? That's pretty good.
I guess. I don't know. I call that rock.
I mean, it was rock guitars.
Sure.
Probably still have Super Balls on this iPod.
Yeah. There are people here talking like highly specific about ICP.
Jeff, I don't mean to blow your mind, but I have to imagine that we have a pretty strong ICP giant bomb crossover in our audience.
You think?
Yep. Young kids from the Midwest, hell yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Two things they like, rap and video games.
I like both those things.
Yeah. You and I are.
Why can't they get into good Midwestern rap music like Bubba Spark?
You and I might as well be from the Midwest. We showed up to an ICP show.
That's right.
Had it been in the Midwest, it would have been packed, and they would have come on in and performed. And
oh, well, I actually did see them live. Me and Brendan and Justin went to Sacramento.
See, that's
Sacramento, the Midwest of the West.
Midwest of California.
That's a good question. When will you guys begin tailoring your content towards your Juggalo fans?
We already are.
It's all been about God, just like ICP. It's all about God. It always was.
This is the 19th.
We're not sorry that we
Joker's
tricked you.
card.
Yeah. Hey man, you had your phase, I had mine. Don't judge. Yep. I will grant you that. As long as we can all admit that mistakes were made. Yes, ICP fan site is the next Whiskey Media site. Juggalo base.
I think it's just ICP.
ICP, yeah. Juggaload.com. Recommended from the chat.
Juggaload is pretty good. But it would be L-O-A-D.
Juggaload.
Juggaload.
L-O-A-D. Fuck.
Someone go register that.
Now here's a page in the database to the tape version of Forgotten Freshness Volume 1. Now they released it on CD later as Volume 1, Volume 2 together, but the tracks aren't the same and there's something you just can't get anywhere else. Fucking bullshit, right?
We made a page for Nedden and just associated it with everything. Because, you know.
Right.
It comes up a lot.
Yeah. Now, would this site cover the whole psychopathic family?
I think it would have to. It would have to,
You think?
Like collaborators, contributors.
Now I can see including Shaggy 2 Dope's solo EP entitled "Fuck Off," but I don't know if I want to go too much further past that.
The titular track from "Fuck Off" is not bad.
As ICP songs, "Fuck Off" is a shining example of a good one.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like we're going by not common standards. These are ICP standards.
Right. Yeah. So by ICP standards,
"Fuck Off"
is a fantastic song.
It's a great song.
It's among the best.
That one.
Or for the fiscally focused, Juggalone.com, powering small businesses.
Are you a juggalo? Are you trying to start a small business?
Says N. Langen. A fucking rainbows concept page. That is, these are all great ideas.
Yeah.
Why didn't Giant Bomb record a 10-minute commercial for the Big Live show live, modeled after a Gala's ad? These are all, if it was 6 weeks ago, right now, that would be a great idea.
Yeah. But it's not. We have a week now.
Yes. Plus, I feel like that got too big and parodied.
Like, if we had done this last year...
Right.
But the fact that that happened in 2009 and everyone lost their shit on the internet over that commercial was better, straight up.
Right. The one this year was too self-aware.
I don't know if it was too self-aware. It was just shittier.
Yeah, it was way shittier. It sounded like a way... there were no helicopter rides, right?
There were still helicopter rides.
Okay. There's
and
no...
It was still a featured... But
there
it
was
was
no
not,
Beach Boy Bash Blast.
Yeah, Beach Boy Bash Blast. The fresh-ass comedy tent did not exist. Although I believe this year they did have the party.
Yes, they did have a
party at the gathering. Is like the gnarliest, most VD-ridden possible fucking experience I can even imagine.
Let's insert a lot of hot wet between all of these people
oh
here.
Oh my god!
And
like that's like literally, you'd go out of that with crabs or something. You would have a multitude of communicable diseases. Fucking cave on rock. I think the problem this year is that that's given too much fucking airtime. It was the balance was off. Although I'm told apparently she's like fucking Shaggy's bitch.
Oh, awesome.
Which is why
perfect.
Which is why she is one of the female rappers.
Great, of course.
As part of the psychopathic family. Although to its credit, this year's Gathering commercial had a lot more of like the creepy, weird fish overtones.
It did
than last year.
It's all about family.
It's all about the family.
The family.
Hanging out with 10,000 of your best friends. It's like that concept, 10 best friends, is
that's
terrifying.
Were they giving
to me.
fucking personality tests at this thing too? Like what
Even
the fuck?
Like, dude, I don't want like that level of intensity and closeness with 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Like no, thank you.
Jeff and Ryan, are you going to the PAX orgy?
We are the PAX orgy.
We are the PAX orgy. Yeah. Sadly, that PAX orgy conflicts with our panel, so our panel will have to become a secondary. Well, our panel is becoming a primary orgy.
Yeah, whatever. We're gonna.
Yeah.
Need Craigslist
But we are also full up on single guys, so ladies only.
I'll say ladies
couples.
and couples.
And
Ladies and
couples.
couples. But single men, beat feet, motherfuckers.
And Drew will be filming it.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be filming the whole thing.
Yeah.
He'll be filming both.
He'll be filming while participating. So, yeah. That's
POV.
POV. It's hot right now.
Yes, ours will be Gonzo panel, for sure.
I had such hope for Chicks on Speed. Where they just,
I don't know. I like what they put out. After this, I did
not much care for.
I didn't follow anything, so I don't know what
Yeah.
it was necessarily. But
Well, then you got the best of it.
all right. Oh, whatever. I'm sure I have like a fistful of early aughts electro clash bands that were one song, and that was that. But whatever.
Like adult.
Actually, there's more adult that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a matter of like a lot of the weird electro clash stuff. Like it was always that fight between like the art student weirdo-ness of it,
Yeah.
and then like some sort of pop scene. And some groups were able to better balance that than others.
I mean, yeah, it was the rise of all that shit that much inspired me and Chris to start making music. But in a really fucking detached way of like, man, we could fucking do that. Fuck. All Peaches is doing is holding down the fucking crash cymbal button for the entire song. I could do that.
Whatever, I wrote that crash cymbal sequence.
That's right, you did, didn't you?
I did.
He's like, no, just fill it in. Just fill it in.
No, it needs more.
No, more.
No, here, like
all of it.
A couple of gaps in it, but yes, when you were composing Dial B for Viking, it was like the only direct influence on a song. I guess I also Too Hot to Jaywalk.
Yeah, I mean, you names and such.
I guess there were some names and some terminology, but as far as the actual song structure goes. And I'm proud of that.
We started working on some new stuff over the weekend.
Oh, excellent.
Got a slow jam in works. Like 78 beats per minute.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's raw.
Some baby making music for
That's
sure.
gnarly.
Yeah.
Long.
Right now it's just like a 12-bar loop or something like that, but yeah, at that speed it kind of has to be long.
Yeah. Well, I haven't completely digested Deadly Electric.
Have you listened to the whole thing, or?
I have. I need to give it a few more listens, though.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to all of it a lot.
There's some stuff that I'm intensely proud of, and some stuff that I'm less proud of.
It's the Brown record because it took so long to gestate.
Yep.
Like the first three were just like bang, 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 bang. So
it is like detox.
Indeed.